Hello guys, seniors, grade 12 students all over the UAE schools, high schools, EMSAT Achieve English Real Test, 15th of Jan 2022. This test will give you how to answer real questions of EMSAT Achieve English, and it will give you techniques how to treat with questions of all sections. I mean the 4 sections: vocab section, reading section, grammar section, and the last one, writing section. Be with me now. I will give you all the answers and explain the answers so that you can see it's as a difficult answer. Let's go through sharing with you the file of Real EMSAT of next EMSAT Achieve English, 15th of January 2022. Let's share with you now the file. Section 1 is vocabs. Section 1 is vocabs. Let's go to vocabs. I don't know you can see it or not. Let's be sure about this one. Yes. Now vocab section. Vocabulary section, one of the not very hard or difficult, but you have to concentrate about the sentences. You have to read faster, understand the meaning, and make a connection between the words. Let's go through this vocab section. Is important for next EMSAT Achieve English, 15th of January. Question 1. It seems to me that they never gave a thought to probable. Probable future. Why I use probable? Because of it seems. It seems means I think, so you're not sure, and the best one is probable. So probable, without saying the whole of the sentence. So let's go to next. Question 2. Yes, some misunderstanding may happen to one of the students or some of the students about question 2. Question 2, my principal or principal. The same or close pronunciation, but different meaning. One is PLE in a spelling. Another one is PAL in a spelling. Principal, principal. So which one is the answer now? If you want to talk about adjective, so the first one is noun. I mean the red one, B, is noun. Second one is noun and adjective. Noun means a headmaster, a boss of a school, a manager. But I don't want a noun here in the sentence. I need adjective because I have a noun here, objection. So the missing word is adjective. What I want here is adjective. So let's go to the adjective is principal. Okay, what does it mean? My principal objection means my official, my original objection to near text is that they are difficult to live with. So my official, my original objection. So that's why E is right, not B. Let's go question 3. I'm sorry, question 3. Every substance has a melting point and a boiling point. Chemical question. The former is the temperature at which it changes from solid to liquid. The is the temperature at which it changes from liquid to gas. Look at this word here, liquid. Okay, liquid and to gas. And here, liquid again. So repeated word to another new word, solid to liquid, and now liquid to gas. So the best word is the latter. The latter, not the later. No, the latter. The latter means the last word or substance, I mean from solid to liquid, the last one liquid. So the latter, I mean liquid to gas. That's right. Question 4, you could be in a little bit more friendly, couldn't you? The verb is afford, means give. You could give, or you could be, you could introduce, you could present, be in a letter, bit more friendly, to be more friendly. So it's advice. Afford means give or present or show. Question 5, people become quiet. Quiet, not quiet. Quiet means completely. People become quiet when it comes to discussing the differences between the sexes, I mean boys and girls, male and females. So people become quite what? Completely what? Illogical. Illogical means not logic, because they are talking about just, bias. Females are praising themselves, males are praising themselves, so illogical, not logic. Question 6, I think it was a gross. Gross means obvious, shown, well known. A gross adjective. A gross what? A gross injustice to condemn her. Condemn means refuse her. It's not justice to condemn her, to refuse her. It's injustice. It's obvious injustice. So gross injustice. Question 7, I resent your last remarks and certainly demand on an apology. I need apology because I resent your last remarks. I did my job, sir. We are running a adjective business. Business is a noun, so adjective. The meaning of the sentence here is about professionalism. So respectable, yes. Respectable business here. Sir, I need apology because I resent last marks. And we are running here a respectable business here. We are running a respectable business here. So the meaning is needing here a respectable as adjective. Question 8, both countries have declined to the treaty. Yes, endorse. Endorse is a verb. Decline to endorse the treaty on the non-proliferation of nuclear weapons, partly out of concern for the other's supposed intentions. The meaning is always talking about endorse, not praising themselves or avoiding harm or bad sides. No, they are talking just about endorse, decline to endorse the treaty on talking about the weapons and so on. So let's go to, by the way, endorse means illustrate or shows, or declare means, for example. Question 9, precautions of this sort of are necessary. For it is next to impossible to foretell, because I'm talking about something in the future, the exact nature of the difficulties which will future confront us. I'm talking about prediction. So the meaning of prediction or predict as a verb is foretell. Question 10, you just couldn't make her walk past under a ladder. So superstitious coming from adjective from the noun superstition. Superstition is when you believe in something not logic, believe in ghosts and so on. So superstitious coming and you see them and so on. So you are superstitious. So she is very superstitious. You just couldn't make her walk past under a ladder, because she is superstitious always. Not religious, not supernatural. I'm not talking about a logic power or illogic power. No, I'm talking about superstition here. So question 11, in the medical profession, medical job, men, women. I think I have here a comparison, but I need a verb by 2 to 1, the portion, the numbers. So numbers, the verb is outnumber. So in a medical profession, in the medical job, Men outnumber means they are double women by 2 to 1. Question 12, severe difficulties must be before cloning can be done with mammals and humans. So overcome here is adjective, not a verb, must be, because if it's a verb, should be with ed in the past participle. But I'm talking here about adjective, like must be, logic, and so on, adjective. So must be overcome, must be brave before cloning. Question 13. He was quite, I told you, means completely. He was quite content, happy. He led an orderly life, not miserable life. Miserable means something bad, not happily, but orderly because he said content. Content, not like happy. It's happy because he is a successful man in his life. So successful men or people always are in order. So the answer is orderly life, orderly life. Question 14, the bridge is so immensely long that the shape of the earth had to be, followed by past participle. So which one? I have all the choices about past participle, taken, given, quote. So which one? Taken into account means consider, taken into consideration, to pay attention by its designer as an essential part for the project. Taken into account means take a consideration. Question 15, despite something will happen, although the evidences are difficult and so on. So despite these overwhelmingly difficult trading conditions, although that despite, the company has nevertheless, because the same meaning of despite or in spite of, produced outstanding results. So I need another contract. So another contract with using nevertheless means despite. Question 16, it suddenly occurred, happened means not predicted. I'm talking about something happened, but occurred is better than happen because I'm talking about that Mr. Isbell was the greatest dramatist ever, who had never written a play. When you're talking about something amazing who was starting for you, happen is not like occur, so occur. Question 17, scientists admit that they are still, we need a verb, ing or adjective here, by the new disease, which is superficially not so different from so many other respiratory ailments. Okay, so the answer is intrigued here is adjective, and the scientists admit they are still intrigued by the new disease. Intrigued, like have questions, asking questions, need more help, means so intrigued. Question 18, after visiting the archaeological museum in the morning, the Isbells kindly treated us to lunch, means invited us to lunch at a local shish kebab restaurant. Question 19, I have listened to your argument. It's neither here nor there. This argument, this conversation between you and me, you're speaking, I didn't listen to that discussion by you here or there, new for me. In other words, it's quite relevant, not related to the topic. It's new, relevant. Very good one. Question 20, have you anything to declare? To say means declare because something at the end of a conversation. Have you anything else to declare? Said the young customs officer, looking straight at me in the eye. not say, it's declare. Declare is better. Now, this section is vocab section. 20 questions. Each question is 10 marks. That means 200 marks of that reading section. Vocab section of the vocab section. 20 questions for the vocab section. So this is important section, and I want you to understand this point by this one. Please concentrate when you choose the meaning, the best meaning, that there are in the options some close meaning, some synonyms related to each other, but just a little bit difference between both two words or vocabs. How could you do that? Just there are some keywords in the sentence. I taught you about the keywords or about the meaning of the sentence that leads you to real choice and the best choice. Thank you for this section, and wait for me in this video again to the next section about reading section. Next section is reading section part 2. See you there. Hello guys, again coming with you with the second section is about reading section in EMSAT Achieve English. So let's complete now section 2 about EMSAT Achieve English. I want to tell you just the 3 points before you start understanding how to answer the real test EMSAT Achieve English of 2022, 15th of January 2022. The common exam. So I want you to know 3 points. Point 1 is about how many types of reading topics I have in the exam. You have 3 topics. I mean 3 passages. Passage 1, passage 2, and passage 3. Each one with a lot of questions, a set of questions you have to know. Okay, second point is about the type of texts, type of passage I have to know. The type of passage you have to know, type 1 is comprehension, a usual one, an easy passage. Questions of multiple choices about the main theme, just some notes, information inside the text. So it's comprehension text. Passage 2 is a close passage. Close passage means some understanding, deep comprehension. And last type or number 3 is passage about open close passage, open close reading. So we have a comprehension reading, a usual one, and we have a close reading, and we have open close reading. So let's see that one by one. Today I will share with you now the test of reading. So take care of this one now, please. Go to reading section. Reading section here. As you can see, I have taught you 2 points now just about the types of texts and how many passages you have in the test. Now, point number 3 that I want to tell you is about what to do, is about just keywords. A golden rule is about keywords. You have to know the keywords of the question, and you have the students. We have 2 types of students. Student 1 or type 1 of students is the type of a good reader, a fast reader. So if you are that type, you have to highlight or read only the first 2 sentences of each paragraph. So let's see that now here. If you are a fast reader, a faster reader, a good reader, and you can read faster, so please read only the first 2 sentences of each paragraph is here. I just highlight them for you. So read two sentences, first 2 sentences. If the paragraph is short, read the whole paragraph and try to understand fast. Don't concentrate and focus on each meaning or each word one by one. No, just read faster, scanning, skimming, and so on. This is one type of students can do if you are the type of a good reader or a faster reader. If you are not, if you just read hardly, so what can you do? Don't read, just pick up, read the question, then go to the answer, but not the opposite. Don't read the sentences or the passages or the paragraphs and then go to the questions. No, if you are not a good reader, you're not a fast reader, so please read the question, then go to the paragraph to pick up the keywords and the answer. Let's go to do the second way, not the first way. So if you are a fast reader, for example, or a quick reader, so you have read, for example, and got the meaning of the whole. The title is about social networks. So social network or works. So social networks means not only one. I'm talking about social network, maybe for schools, social network for chatting, for medical issues, and so on. Let's see that. We have here titles and paragraphs, business applications, we have medical applications, we have language, nationalities, and academic applications. We have social network for social good, and we have business model. And we have also privacy issues. So we have paragraphs talking about investigations. We have paragraphs talking about social networks for all most points around the topic. Let's go to do the second type of students, that one who cannot read very well or faster. So what can we do? We will read the questions, go into the paragraphs to get the answer. For example, according to the text, social networks advertise on business websites or are being used by business for marketing. And this is the answer. I will tell you why. Or are about friendships or can damage business reputations. So I have here one bad result, damage business reputation, and we have two good points about friendships or advertised business websites or are being used by business for marketing. So this topic, I mean in general, if the question is about the topic, it's not only about one paragraph. So you have to understand the whole paragraphs. As I told you, just pick up the first two sentences of each one. You will find that the first one is talking about, for example, first one is about benefits of social networks. So connect people with a low cost, with not more charge. And that's one. Also, paragraph 2 is talking about benefits. For social networks are beginning to be adopted by healthcare professionals to manage institutional knowledge and so on. So for knowledge, also for various social network sites have sprung up, catering to different languages and countries, popular sites like Facebook and so on, examples. So several websites are beginning to tap into the power of the social network model for social good. So it talks about selling goods and so on, buying and selling, resources and so on, benefits of buying and selling. Social networks talking about charge money for membership, currently charge money and so on. Talk about that. So here you can talk about what, which one is better. It's not about friendships. It's not about only just advertisement, but it's about marketing in general. I'm talking about marketing, using social network to be in the market, using it for buying and selling and so on. So this is the best answer in general. Question 2, why do advertisers like social network sites? Why? Okay, because they are cost effective to advertise on? No. If you say cost effective, it's not. It talks in one of the paragraphs, it talks about low costs. So this is not right. So most users have high disposable, for example, income. No, we're talking about advertisers like it, not only just for the income, because we mentioned in many paragraphs, as I told you, if you have read in general and scamming and scanning, if you have read faster, you will find this one not just a specific answer. Or they can influence, have effect on consumers' behavior, not just that one, but detailed information on each user allows targeted ads. This is the best answer, and mentioned here in social services here have been growing concerns about giving out too much personal information, and also about here social networks currently charge money. So not only that one, but also several are beginning to tap in the power of social good, and various social networks have sprung up catering different language for countries. So it's about different. Okay. Question 3. What does the expression sprung up? Sprung up is a past participle of spring. Spring is a verb, spring up. The past participle is sprung up. In paragraph 4, sprung up, what does it mean? It means that the development of social network is unplanned, or everybody is trying to copy Facebook, or social network works in all languages, or there has been rapid, fast development of social network sites. You have to know the meaning of spring up first, or sprang up in the past participle first, then you can know that. The answer, the meaning of spring up or sprang up means here in the sentence or paragraph 4, here, various social network sites have sprung up catering to different languages and countries. Sprang up means the answer will be, the meaning will be in the next sentences. Popular site like Facebook has been cloned for various countries and language, and some specializing in connecting students and faculty. So sprang up means spread, means overall, means show, means illustrates, and so on. So this is the meaning. So the meaning is related to the answer of there has been rapid development, because it's now easy to reach out, is easier for this network like Facebook and others. So it talks about the quick and fast development of social network sites. What does the word, question 4, what does the word few at the beginning of paragraph 6 mean? So it means not any, or some, or only, or hardly any. The answer is hardly any, and I will tell you why. Few at the beginning, some of the students will say few means some, but here in the meaning, talks about the meaning. What does it mean here? Few social networks, few means some social networks currently charge money for membership, or hardly any social networks currently charge money for membership. In part, this may be because social network is a relatively new service. When I say this sentence with the meaning of new service, it means it is not some social, means not any, or just one. So hardly any, it's very hard to get, means it's very hard to get one social network because it's a new service. So the best answer, according to the meaning of few in the sentence here, means hardly any. Question 5, what should users not do on social networks? What should users not do on social networks? The answer is be too free with their personal information. Not do. They are not free with their personal information. How I know that? You will see that here, that users of these services need to be aware of data, viruses, large surfaces, and so on. Look at example here. In addition, there is a perceived privacy threat in relation to placing too much personal information in the hands of large corporations or governmental bodies. So they are not free to give information as a safe place. No, this is one of the bad effects that people don't have to attack or face. They cannot. They have to put personal information in the hands of maybe corporations, governmental bodies, and so on. So the answer is to be free with their personal information. They shouldn't do that on the social network. Question 6, what does the word deeper in paragraph 6 means? Deeper. Deeper means in depth. In depth, if it's related to the information, means details. If it's related to something we concrete, you can see it and touch, so it means in depth, literally. So let's say that here. Where is it? Where the word? The word is deeper, deeper. Yes, here. Some believe that the deeper information, I told you deeper information means detailed information, because I'm talking about information here. So the answer is detailed is better, more detailed. Personal information on social network sites can be used in code or gives a good description of the user's personality, or is sold to the government, or is translated into many languages. Which one is better? The answer is A, can be used in code. How I know that? Personal information on social network sites. You will see that in the last paragraph. In some situations, content posted on MySpace, a place of using social network, has been used in code. In code has been used in code. So this is the best answer for this question. Question 8. Social network is great for what? So the last question may be in first passage. I mean a passage type 1 about comprehension. Maybe is about general understanding. So general understanding. Maybe this answer will not be in the passage literally, but you can get it, or you can absorb the meaning of that from the reading of the passage. Sorry, of the passage and questions. So this question is not involved in the passage, but the meaning is in. So social networks working is great for what? For academic organizations, not only for academic, the passage is talking about academic and medical and companies and so on. Or people who write too much information about themselves, not only that, or the law enforcement agencies, no, or groups of people separated over wide areas, yes. So it's great, and look at the adjective here, great, not only just good. Good, the answer for all can be right, but when I say great, means better than or the best for. The great for what? For use, for groups of people connected, communicated together with a low cost over wide areas. So this is sure my network is better and the great and the best solution for them to contact or to be communicated. Now, questions of passage 1, 8 questions, and time is of 10. That means 80 marks for one passage. I mean, not for all, but this is passage 1. Take care of this passage again and again and again. I want to tell you about the 3 points that I have mentioned before. Point 1, passage 1 is a comprehension passage, means about understanding faster and usual one. And point number 2 is about the type, as I told you, is about comprehension. And point number 3 is about the how to answer, is about just scanning and skimming, just read faster. Don't read the passage if you are a slow reader, you're not a fast reader. But if you are a fast reader, again, please read only the first 2 sentences of each paragraph to get the whole meaning of the passage. That's all for today. And next of the video, don't go away. We are still on the whole EMSAT, real EMSAT test. And this is part 1 of reading section, going with you to part 2 of reading section. I mean passage number 2. Wait for me, don't skip. Okay, so again, senior students, EMSAT Achieve English Real Test 2022, 15th of January, the next and the coming day of the test. Students, we have talked just now about first type of reading section. Now is second type of reading section, and the best and a vital and essential and important passage is coming now. This second type of passage, or passage 2 in the real test of EMSAT Achieve English, is close reading. First one is comprehension reading. Second is close reading. Close reading is a hard type of reading. You will see now, I will share with you a great and important passage. You have to concentrate with me how to answer, techniques of answer, and explanation for why we choose this one as an answer. Let's share with you now. Yes, look at me now. Second type is close reading. Close reading means you're going to read an article. For example, here is article about the making of an unusual television commercial. 6 sentences have been removed from the article, so missing parts. You have to concentrate, reading faster, understand which one is missing here, and choose the best sentence to complete the meaning. It's a close reading because it's not a long passage like before, 5 paragraphs or 6 paragraphs. No, it's just about short paragraphs with some missing sentences, not words. So the meaning is your control. You have to go with the meaning of the sentences and the meaning of the sentences before and after in the paragraph of the missing sentences. Let's see now here. Example, 6 sentences have been removed from the article. Choose from the sentences A to G, the one which fits each gap. There is one extra sentence. We have 7 from A to G. So 1 is out, not our answer. Let's see the sentences, reading faster, getting the meaning. So scanning and skimming. A, then the falling dominoes head out of the room into the streets, causing progressively larger objects to tumble. B, these were all chosen to suit the town and fit in with the people's way of life. C, getting there involved driving along 48 kilometers of dirt roads and crossing 12 rivers. D, Arroyo is situated, located means place means 3,000 meters above sea level, and the film crew was not used to working in such conditions. E, the prop department did construct a small version on site, but most of the work was done in a studio in London. F, added to this was the total of 130 actors who were recruited from 5 neighboring towns. Last one is G, not so with the famous Irish drink company Guinness. Now this is the paragraph. These are the paragraphs you have to read with the missing one. Many of the most expensive, the title, is about the making of tipping pie. Making of tipping pie. It's a game. You would see that it's a game of dominoes. You press 1. It's like 1 by 1, okay? So 1 is falling down against another 1, and so on till the end with a distance or a long distance. Many of the most expensive commercials ever made are those in which an A-list celebrity flashes a beautiful smile at the cameras. So, Mr., do I have to read the sentences? Yes, you have to read the sentences and understand the meaning faster and then go into choose. For example, first one is talking about expensive commercial ever made. Are those in which A list flashed a beautiful smile at the cameras? The answer is G. When you look at G as answer, not so with the famous Irish drink company Guinness. So I'm talking here about expensive commercials. And I'm talking about celebrity, beautiful smile at the cameras. All of that is related to famous Irish drink company Guinness. Okay, so the answer is G. Paragraph 2, the recent television advertisement, the most expensive in British history, cost £10 million. And it features not the rich and famous, but villagers from the mountains of Argentina. Paragraph 3, the advertisement features a game of dominoes. It begins in a darkened room where several thousand ordinary dominoes are set up on a specially designed table. So I'm talking now about the system of dominoes. The answer is A. Why A? Then, because I'm talking about steps, then the falling dominoes head out of the room into the streets, causing progressively larger objects to tumble. So this is A, according to the meaning. Paragraph 4, dominoes knock over. Paragraph 4, dominoes knock over books, which in turn knock bigger household objects such as suitcases, tires, pots of paint, oil drums, and even cars. The final piece in the chain, okay, reaction is a huge tower of books. These doors open to reveal a structure in the shape of point of Guinness. Next paragraph, the location chosen, we are here, for the commercial was Ria, a village high up in the mountains of northwest Argentina. Okay, I'm talking here about a place, a location. So C is the answer. Why C? Look at this one now, C here. Getting there involved driving along 48 kilometers of dirt roads and crossing 12 rivers. So I'm just completing the location description. So this is C is better. Look at the next is about the journey. The journey there could take up to 10 hours. Asked why this remote destination was chosen for the shoot. The director said that even though it was the most difficult location they could have picked, it was perfect. Last one, for 1 month, the village population, 1,000, increased in size by almost 30%. 140 crew members descended on the village. These included the wanted record holders in domino toppling. Uyghurs domino productions from the Netherlands. Okay, I'm talking here about the record itself. So the answer is F. Look at F now. The answer is added to this. After all of that record, added to this was the total of 130 actors who were recruited from 5 neighboring towns. This is now how to answer a second time. Okay, now it's a turn of grammar section. So section 3 is grammar. You can say that's in order. Vocab section number 1, reading section number 2, and number 3 is grammar section. Grammar section is very hard because it's a revision of the whole aspects of grammar for from grade 1 to grade 12. So you have to be worried about the section of grammar. It's not that one of easy mood and so on. No. Anyway, let's go to see now a practice real test of grammar for 15th of January 2022, next coming exam. So I want to share with you now the test of grammar because it's very, very essential. So let's go to grammar section with explanation why we chose or why we choose this answer. For example, now question 1, we a lovely 3 weeks in the south of Spain last year. When you have last year, this is now a past. So which past now? Took a lovely 3 weeks, did a lovely 3 weeks. All of that is past simple. So the answer is what? It's about days you have spent. So the answer is spent, the past of spend. So spent is a past and is related and communicated with days, spent time, 3 weeks. The answer is spent. Question 2, I think that the problem Henry has raised is a major for our society today, is a major point, or is a major subject, or a major theme. If you have talked about one point, okay, one topic in general, the answer is issue. So I think that the problem, a problem is not just one sentence, it's a problem. If you want to explain a problem, we talk about one paragraph at least, or more than one paragraph at least to explain what's a problem. So it's a topic. If you want to talk about a topic, it's issue. So a major issue, not point. What you can see here is about the close meaning here for the answers. So take care of this point, please. And we need the best answer, not just correct answer. Question 3, soldiers have been sent in to try to restore in the area. So restore what? Organization, order, harmony, regulation. So soldiers means law, rules. Law, rules, a synonym of regulations. So regulation is the best answer. Question 4, Susie and John are planning to get married and a lot of children. When you talk about what you want in the future, it's I have. They are planning to have a lot of children, not just to bring, because you need bring up or make. You cannot make children. This is by Allah. You cannot say get a children. Get a children when you look for something and is now. But are talking about a planning that means for the future, it's have and have a lot of children. Number 5, please don't forget to ring me when you home. When you home. Look at when here. It's a linking words, one of the communicators, one of the connectors, sorry, between sentences. First one is present simple. Don't forget to ring me when you get home, because I'm talking about that one now as a present simple, and we can use present simple to talk about the future, but close future, near future, like when you get home, it's only just about 30 minutes or 1 hour. So get home, the answer and the best one. Not are going to get, because it's not a planning. Not are getting, because it's not getting now. You're not doing that. You didn't start going home. And it's not well, because well is a future of a long time, but I'm talking about just get home. Don't forget to ring me when you get home. Question 6, I will do my very best. I will do my very best to there on time. I told you when you get to a place, get on, get to a place, get there. So it's about get there. I will. First one is future. When you get there, to get there, and to is followed by infinitive. Most of the time, to is followed by infinitive. I mean base form or the first shape of any verb means get, not to get, not got, not getting, and so on. So the answer is get. What will she do when she? So the first one is well, a future. Second one is a present simple. So always when you use a future, most of the time with present simple, I mean first shape. So when she has her results, what will she do when she has her results? Not would have, not will have, not should have. 8, It's not good. Apologizing. Apologizing is a gerund, present simple. So a present participle, sorry. ing. So should be preceded by a preposition, and only the preposition here is for. Okay, so it is not good for him. It's not good for you. It's not good for Ali. It's not good for the students apologizing to me now. So for him to me now. Okay, I don't understand. Question 9. I don't understand why. Okay, this is now a sentence. You can see here a period or a dot. It means a sentence, not a question. When you make, when you use a WH question, what, why, where, when, in a sentence meaning, not a question meaning, you have to put the order of a subject, verb, object after the WH. You say how you use, not how do you use. It's not a question here because I'm talking as a sentence. So the answer is why you, subject, didn't tell as object, as verb and object and a verb. So didn't in the past simple negative. Why you didn't tell me you were so sick. Okay, I don't understand why you didn't tell me. Okay, you were in the past. I cannot use didn't you say because this is a structure of a question, and didn't you tell a structure of a question, and you didn't say is not good, but tell, say, because say is on the same time a present talk to me now, but tell means something happened to you and you want to tell me later. So I'm talking about what happened to you before you were in the past. So tell is better. So the last one, because it's a structure of subject, verb, and in the past too. So I don't understand why you didn't tell me you were sick. Question 10. Sorry. Please tell me when to stop. Now to stop. Please tell me when to stop pouring. Pouring means a water is falling down. A lot is falling down. So that means pouring. So stop followed by a gerund or present participle, verb ing, stop talking, stop walking, and so on. 11. There are far too many people sleeping on the streets of London and other big British cities. I'm talking here about hard life. So there are far too many people sleeping on the streets, sleeping hard on the streets of London and other big British cities. So hard, because I'm talking now about sleeping on, so it's a hard life. 12, I wish George and his father would settle their differences and start talking to each other again. When you look at the last of the sentence here, it's about talking, negotiation. They are argumentative each other. So, I wish George and his father, they have differences now. Settle, it's not arguments. No, when they are start argument, it's a start. Finish, you settle the conversation now. You are having an opinion together now in common. So settle differences between each other and start talking to each other again. Question 13, the findings of the survey, contrary to what was expected. So the findings of the survey, okay, contrary turn turn to, sure, it's turn to, not ran to. Ran to means hurried to. It's not to or make too strong, but turn to means what was expected. 14, I really have no idea how the mistake in the first place. I really have no idea how the mistake come off in the first place. Not came through, not came about, not came around, came off, and this is phrasal verb. You have to know the verb plus preposition, which one, and they have another meaning. So like here, the mistake came off in the first place means end. You know, Audrey, he's talking now to Audrey. You know, Audrey, you can be so cutting at times. Can be so cutting at times. You are hard in your maybe behavior, manner, and so on. It's now like expression idioms. So cutting at times. Okay, so you know, Audrey, you can, not you must, because it's not advised to be bad advice to be cutting at times, but so I cannot say must, but I cannot say to may or might. I have to say can. You can be so cutting at times because it's now a present about you know is better here is the key word for the answer. That's all for grammar section of this one, because each one is times 10 means 15 times 10 is 150 about the whole section of grammar. That's you now a structure and explanation for what to do. What I want you to know now is the grammar section is very hard, not like the other sections of reading and vocabs. Be with me. Still, we have the last section of this EMSAT real test, EMSAT Achieve English for 15th of January, coming 15th of January 2022. So let's go to the last section of writing. You will find the grades. Follow me up and don't go anywhere. We are close to finish the video with the best part of the video, writing. Coming to the last part of the video is about writing section, and this writing section is amazing. I prepare it myself to you. So point by point, concentrate how to write, and this topic is very essential for next EMSAT Achieve test coming on 15th of January 2022. So please concentrate for the last part of the video. I will share with you now the question and how to answer techniques, and you will not do the techniques but just understand it. Now in front of you, writing section, read carefully and write about. Read the question and write about. The question is, remembering important things leads to success in life. To what extent do you agree? Remembering important things leads to success in life. To what extent do you agree? So I ask about your opinion here, but what to do is give yourself 5 minutes and write in 30 minutes. You can write what you want if you just understand and practice from today what to do. I will give you now the techniques what to do. This question is important in next EMSAT Achieve English. Remembering important things leads to success in life. What is the question now? A question is consisting of 2 parts. One is the statement of the question, and this is important, vital, VIP. You have to understand it, and you have to classify it how many points inside the statement. Because how many points inside the statement means how many ideas you have. You need at least 3 ideas, each idea with 1 paragraph. So 3 ideas with 3 paragraphs. With introduction and conclusion. Now you have 5 paragraphs. Introduction, short, conclusion, short, and 3 paragraphs. Each one is at least 7 lines. Okay, let's go. This is the question. What else? Write about 250 words using your opinion. And advantages were relevance. Talk about the advantages, benefits. So you cannot talk about disadvantages because he said here or mentioned advantages, benefits. And you have to mention your opinion clearly, directly. You say, for example, I agree, or I think it's perfect, and so on. Or just not clear, but we can get it as a reader. I can get it as a reader. When I read your essay, I can get that you are with, not against, for, not against. Let's see what to do. Step one is inventing ideas. As I told you, statement of the question has ideas. So it's a talent, it's a skill. If you extract the ideas or the points you want to talk about. So step one is inventing ideas. How to do that? Practice at home to do word web. Word web is a technique. The same here in the middle, the title, remembering important things. And here is what related to. For example, I classify the title into two things. Remembering important things. So remembering is a process. I said remember process. I want to talk about important things, not just things, but just important things. So I want to talk about important things. I did that. So I classify the title into two main points. And I classify each point to main sub-points. For example, about remembering process, I want to talk about ways to remember, how to remember things. I mean important things. So here I want to talk about how to. And also I can talk about the benefits of remember. Do I have some good advantages when I remember important things? Yes. Because in the question is asking me about the advantage. Write about 250 words using your opinion and advantage were relevant. Second one of the title, coming from the title, is important things. And I classify it into examples. What are the examples about important things? I mentioned here 3 examples. One is about promise. When you promise people, this is an important point. When about the meetings, when you want to meet others in the streets, your friends and so on, or your family. So important things. Like a study, what about the study? Remembering study, I mean when you study something, biology, topics and so on, words, vocabs, grammar, you remember or not. So important things in study, in meetings, in promise. I mentioned 3 examples I want to talk about. So what I will do, am I going to talk about each one as a paragraph? No, I will involve each example related to the ideas I have here. So let's go to see that. Step 2. So step 1, inventing ideas using word web. Step 2, topic sentences. From each idea, you get a topic sentence. A topic sentence means a subject, a verb, an object. But you have to put some adjectives and adverbs. Look at here. Introduction, for example, as a first paragraph is introduction. Should be short, introduction about 3 lines, no more, or 4 lines, but not 7 lines. Expressive, you have to be expressive. You have to mention adjectives, adverbs to be expressive. You have to answer the question what and why. What and why. This is the golden strategy you have to use. Answer the question what and why about the introduction. Okay, let's go to first one, remembering process. Definition. So that means you say, what is a remembering process? Answer this question. In the introduction, you have to mention importance of remembering things. Why we have to remember important things. This is now benefits. I mean how and what and why, but not how. You cannot mention in the introduction in ideas, next paragraphs. You have to make your introduction attractive using adjectives, smart adjectives, adverbs, vivid adverbs, and linking words like while, when, because, and so on. Even you have to make your audience paying attention. The audience for this topic is students, not doctors, friends, not workers. And work friends means when you go to the work, you have or workmates. So what will you do with them? You will not remember there. So I mention your audience here to know who you want to write to. Let's go to take this introduction, answering and using these structures. Calling information and image faster than expected is the best meaning for remembering process. So definition of remembering process, or answering the question what? What is remembering process? It is calling information and image faster than expected. So now I answer first one, what? Second, why? Successful people can call their memories, not memories, wrong pronunciation. One singular is memory, not memory, wrong, memory. So memory is easily to effectively use. Here is a clear essay about the methods and benefits of remembering important things. So I said why. The answer is successful people can call their memories easily and to effectively use. So this is the answer for why. And the last one, you have to mention it to be a perfect. Here is a clear essay. Write it for any answer. About when he's asking me before, he was asking me about the benefits, advantages, okay, and of remembering important things. Okay, what about the next after the introduction is paragraph 1? How can I get the idea of paragraph 1? Okay, paragraph 1 for idea 1, methods, I mean ideas now. I will get ideas from this one. Methods of remembering important things. Again, methods, ways of remembering important things. Look at me now. I want to go back again, I'm sorry, to the word web. Yes, look at this one. Ways to remember. Ways to remember. If you mention 3 ways, each method is a paragraph. So I got the ideas now of the paragraphs, 3 paragraphs coming from one title, methods of remembering important things. Method 1, idea 1 is about what? For example, writing down everything. You have to write down everything. So this is idea 1, one way, or way number 1. Okay, what will you do for the golden rule is about answering the 2 questions, what and why. So definition of writing down everything, and why we have to write down everything with examples. So what about the example related to writing down? Study. One of the examples is study. So I mentioned way 1 with example 3, I mean study. So let's go to do that. Paragraph 1, 2 will be after the introduction, I mean. Let's do paragraph 2 after the introduction. Okay. Topic sentence is about writing down, huh? Effective way of writing down, subject. All things or all essential things. Subject, a long subject, then a verb, then object. Achievements. So this is now a topic sentence for idea 1 for paragraph 2 after the introduction. What I have here, why is it very good one? Because it has adjective, noun, smart adjective, tremendous, and smart subject, effective way of writing down all essential things. So what effective way of writing down? Why guides to tremendous achievements? So I answer to the questions now. Okay, I want to get from the topic sentence now, I want to get the paragraph O. So now I mentioned the paragraph. Look at this one. What, why, effects, and example. Making notes or lists of things, I mean writing down. is a scientific way used by successful stars. Effective way of writing down tremendous achievements. Okay, results. When you always record vital things in lists or agenda, result, you give your brain a rest to hardly get them back when you need. Example, I always write down the assignments of the school. Assignment is one of the examples. Day in my school notebooks to be able to remember at home. This is effective paragraph. Why? And this paragraph is tremendous, a fabulous one, amazing. Why? Because I varied words and vocabs. Here, making notes or lists. Here, effective way of writing down. The same meaning. Here, I'm talking about when you always record as a verb. And write down, the same meaning, but another verb. Okay, so when you vary it, when you vary your differentiate your vocabs, verbs, nouns, adverbs, adjectives, it's very good for you to have a good mark, a high score. You will do that with idea 2. I mean way 2. Look at way 2. Way 2 or method 2 is about setting up new phone alarm. You have to make alarm on your phone to remind you. And 2 questions, what and why. This is paragraph 3. You will do it the same as paragraph 2 here. Paragraph 4 or idea 3, I mean paragraph 4. Focus on priorities. One of the ways to remember essential things is to make order, to make a list. Which one is important? Second is less important, and so on. So put the highest one in importance first, then second, third, and so on in a list. Focus on priorities. Okay, you will write answering the question what, priorities, and why we concentrate on priorities. When you do that, you mention paragraph 4, then the conclusion. Look at the conclusion now. What are the characteristics of or the features of a conclusion? The end. As the introduction. So you will take the meaning of the introduction just, but not the same words. Paraphrase the introduction. Examples. To be a successful and trusted one, and to live a happy and easy life, you must recall important things easily when you need. Okay, how to do that? A lot of ways. You will not mention one way because you mentioned before 3 ways. So a lot of ways to achieve that, but with practice and repeating. So here I'm talking about methods in general without mention anyone, because I mentioned in paragraphs in the middle of the essay 3 ways. And here's benefits. I'm talking about benefits to make it. If you look at the conclusion, it will be the same as the introduction, but in the same meaning. Calling information and image faster than expected is the best meaning for remembering process. Conclusion, to be a successful and trusted one and to live a happy life, easy life, you must recall important things easily when you need. So this is how to do. Next video is EMSAT test of 27th of January. I promise you it will be close to the main real exam, or maybe it is. Full version, wait for me. Next video is about the coming EMSAT of 27th, about EMSAT English, 27th of January, 2022, EMSAT Achieve English. Hope you understand me about all of that now, and try to concentrate about this video. This video is amazing, amazing revision before the night of the exam. It's enough for you to study this one and concentrate, listen carefully, repeat the video. If you like the content that I have done now, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to support my channel if you like my content. Waiting for me next time, next video.
before the exam of 27th of Jan 2022 with a new EMSAT Achieve test. Thank you and see you.